Okay, today's big question is how can we effectively communicate our conclusions? So, how can we take our results that we get from our experiments that we've been doing and actually put them onto paper and let other people read them and understand what happened? So, to do that, we use claim, evidence, and reasoning. If you were here last year, I know for sure that you used a lot of claim, evidence, and reasoning writing with misspelling. If you weren't here, you're probably pretty used to putting your answers in science into this type of format anyway. But I'm going to quickly review what each of those things mean. So, first thing we have to know is our claim. This is what do you know? This is basically like your answer in short form. What is it that you found? Your claim should only really be one sentence, and you're just telling me what information you want to say as your answer. Then you have your evidence. Your evidence is probably your most important part. Your evidence is how you know something. Evidence should always be something that you can actually point to. If you can see data written down, if you can look at a graph or a table, your evidence should include that information. So you should be able to actually point to those numbers or point to whatever it is that you're looking at and use that as your evidence. A lot of times, really strong evidence is going to have actual data or numbers included in it. You'll see some examples of that in just a few minutes. And then you have your reasoning. Your reasoning is going to be why your evidence supports your claim. So, what about those numbers and about that evidence that you're pointing out makes you know that your answer is correct? Sometimes this part might sound a little bit like you're repeating yourself or pointing out something really obvious, but it's really important to include why is your evidence supporting your answer. If you're able to add in claim, evidence, and reasoning, then you've given a pretty good explanation that talks about your results, communicates them to someone, and explains how you found them and why. On the next couple of slides, you're going to go ahead and fill in some blanks about what an example of a claim statement is, an example of an evidence statement, and an example of a reasoning statement. After that, we'll look at a quick example of claim, evidence, reasoning written by me, and then you'll practice some on your own.